Hey sunshine, welcome to my channel. This is Capari and I'm so stoked to have you here. I hope that you're having an amazing day and that my reading can uplift your spirit even more. Just know that you're always loved and protected by your spiritual team any day, anytime. Okay guys, so today we're going to dive deep into what does your highest self want to tell you? So as we know, higher self is our soul, it's our very essence, and they communicate through dreams, through other signs and synchronicities, and they often can see things from a high perspective. They know what lessons we're going through, and they know all the trials and tribulations that we have been through. So I'm very excited to get into this reading, to get some advices from your higher self, to see what sort of journey you're going through right now, and also what advice they have for you going on, and hopefully some tips and tricks on how to navigate those stormy waters if you're experiencing some sort of wobble in life. So yeah, let's tap into your intuition, my sunshine. Okay, take a very deep breath into your heart space. And we want to focus on the feeling. Which pile draws you the attention the most? So we're going to look at pile 1. We have this beautiful moonstone. And we have the Moonchild Tarot. Okay, pile 2. We have the beautiful Sunstone. And then we have the Lucid Dreams Tarot. And last but not least, pile 3, you've got beautiful selenite crystal. And we have the Star Child Tarot. Okay, so see which crystal or tarot deck draws your attention, and I shall see you guys in your reading. Hey there, pile 1. If you chose the Moonstone and the Moonchild Tarot, this is going to be a reading all about what does your highest self want to tell you. Okay, so just gonna start with the oracle to see what does your higher self want to tell you, what messages. And we want to know from your highest self's perspective, what is it that you're going through right now? So pile 1's higher self, what is my pile 1 going through at this moment in time? What is my pile 1 going through at this moment in time? Not, that wasn't it. Not, that wasn't it. Pile 1's higher self, please. Yes. Wow, Uranus change. Yeah. Uranus carries massive shifting transit energy. So I do believe that you guys are experiencing some sort of change in life. And their energy is usually massive. So it could be some sort of massive change that you guys are going through right now. Could be a change of career. Could be a change of relationship status. Could be a change of like physical location. Could be... Okay, in the flow. Interesting. Yeah, and I see you guys are allowing those sort of change to happen for you. Remember, changes are happening for us and not to us. And I feel like this sort of change is being divinely guided by your spiritual team. What else can you tell me about? Okay, I'm just seeing this one. Oh, wow. Look at you guys. Love. Love. I'm loving this. I'm loving this for you. All that glitters. Beautiful. Let's see what else. What else can you tell me about my pile one? What are they going through? First chakra, Archangel Michael. We have third chakra, Archangel Chamuel. Actually, what am I? Actually, let's come down here. I want to show everything. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys can see everything. Can you tell me more about what my pile one is currently going through? An awakening. It's kind of obvious. Awakening, energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. Yes. So this change, pile one, is actually a really welcoming sort of change. Like, I see you shifting in terms of your energy, in terms of your way in life. We have space for one more card, so let's see if there's any other soul family. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. Yeah, so if some of you guys may be struggling with this transitional period, don't be afraid, because your soul family is here with you. And the fact that we have love here, I do feel like you have a lot of loving energy around you. And I feel like this is sort of like an ego death. Like, you're going through an awakening, you're going through an ego death. I feel like some of you guys are slowly seeing the way of life. All that glitters. You see through the mask, and you see through the superficiality of life. Like, life is more than just the financial abundance, right? Life is more than just cultivating success and becoming, I don't know, well known. Like, you don't have to have, like, you know, millions of followers and, you know, be a corporate CEO, that kind of thing, in order to become successful. And I feel like you're slowly realizing that. You're slowly realizing that, okay, there's actually energies outside of me, and there's actually things that are lining up for me. And I don't have to maybe follow someone else's footsteps. Maybe your parents has some sort of expectations for you. Maybe your friends are sort of like, you know, anticipating that you guys are going to law firm together, or you guys are going to be, you know, managers or like bosses someday together. And I feel like there's no need for you to hold on to that right now. And the focus here is to ground yourself. And I feel like, yeah, your higher self is sort of wanting you to ground yourself in the lower chakras. With the first chakra, the root chakra, being here, they want you to ground yourself. They want you to tap into that energy of the root, that energy of where you belong. And we're also talking about the third chakra, which is the solar plexus chakra. That talks about your self-identity. Okay? And I feel like right now, as you shift, you're moving towards the higher realm. So that you probably need to ground yourself, because you might feel all up in the air at the moment. You may feel like life is just kind of like a whirlwind, you know, with all sort of change going on around you. I do feel like some days you feel like you want to cry, you feel like things are sort of out of your control. But then your higher self is telling you that don't forget to connect with love, with your family, with the people that support you and love you. And remember, you can always find love within you. They don't have to be external love. And in fact, I feel like you're awakening to the realization that love isn't outside of you. Love is within you all along. And I feel like at this moment in time, there's so much shift in your surroundings, in your energy, and you are going through this whirlwind. You try to make sense of everything that is happening to you. You feel like whatever you have learned in the past doesn't make sense anymore. You know, you were taught to be materialistic, to search things outside of you, to search for happiness, to search for love outside of you, to gain more financial freedom in order to be happy. But I feel like right now you're coming to a realization that all those things doesn't mean a thing to you. Although success, maybe financial abundance, doesn't mean a thing to you when you lose something special that you really cherish. And I feel like it may be a very tough period for you, but I feel like a lot of angels are here with you. They're willing to support you, and your higher self is willing to support you through this challenging period. They're asking you to be in the flow. They're asking you to release that tension. You don't have to hold that energy in. In fact, you don't have to be so reluctant to change, you know. I feel like your higher self is trying to ask you to keep an open mind, to welcome this sort of change. It's sort of like a reprogramming internally, that you're learning new skills, that your body is repairing itself, having like a system upgrade almost. And I feel like after this upgrade period, you're going to become so invincible, and you'll become so sure of yourself even more. Your sense of self-worth is going to be a lot better, because you finally figure out that we're all equal and we're all worthy, and you're worthy, Pile 1. You're worthy of genuine love and happiness. And you are a loving being, and your higher self is telling you not to forget that, and not to give up on love if that is what you're struggling right now. Your soul family loves you, your angel guides love you, your higher self loves you, your inner being loves you. Your heart is all connected. Even if you feel like you're alone right now, that you have no one to talk to, that no one around you understand what you're going through right now. Everyone is supporting you, your angel, your guides. I am supporting you here, okay, Palawan? Do not lose hope. This is just a temporary setback. I feel like this change that you're going through, it may be uncomfortable, but your higher self is seeing things from a higher perspective. They are seeing this change as a very welcomed, upgrading change for you guys. You know, we have to upgrade our phone all the time, right? We have to upgrade our laptops and, you know, the systems all the time. And we are the same. Our soul needs an upgrade. And once you upgrade to that latest version 13.0, whatever it is, you'll realize that you actually have so much more capability, so much untapped potential within you that you may have never realized within you. After you've been upgraded, after you realize that you are full of love, then you don't need to validate, you don't need to search for that validation outside of you. You're inherently worthy of love, of unconditional love, of everything that your heart desires. And you're gonna understand that after this breakthrough. Okay, so I love this part already. So let's get into the tarot because we want to get some advice. We understand that you may be going through some tough times right now from your higher self. But let's see what your higher self has to say for you regarding the situation. Palawan. Cannot wait. So, Palawan's higher self spirit. Can we humbly ask Palawan's higher self what advice do they have for my Palawan regarding the situation right now? It is uncomfortable. It is hard. What sort of... interesting. I feel like it is meant to come up. But all of them together, wow. Because I can feel the major energy here. I feel like I need to ground myself. Some really amazing energy. So what advice do you have for my lovely Palawan? Yeah, we've got the Devil reverse, Two of Swords reverse, and then the Emperor and the Hierophant. Those are some major masculine energy. Obviously, you don't have to be a male Palawan, but I do feel like your highest self is encouraging you to lean into your masculinity, which talks about action, talks about setting things straight, talks about passion. That's why you had the lower chakras. Right, makes so much sense. And then the Fool wants to come out upright. Yeah, we have the Fool. This is so lovely. And then we have the Ace of Wands, the back of the deck. Okay. This is so amazing, Spirit. Okay. And right underneath the Emperor. Yeah. Spirit is, your higher self is definitely asking you to trust in yourself. You have the power to make things work for you with the Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands. Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands. making that passionate beginning and trusting yourself and taking action as well, because sometimes we can be in our head sometimes. That is why Spirit wants you to be active. Spirit wants you to be proactive, to move the energy, you know, to take things into your hands and to be sure of yourself. That is why we have the root chakra. That is why we have the solar plexus chakra, because Spirit wants you to know that you're inherently worthy. You don't have to seek validation. You don't have to, gain, anyone's approval, to be honest. You are free to do whatever the heck you want, pile one. And all you have to do is just lean in your energy, your masculine side of things, to create things, the creation power within you. Okay? And I see that you might be letting go of some sort of unhealthy habits, whether it's some sort of addictions, abuse of any sort. I see Spirit is advising you to ditch whatever addictions you may have. Could be, unhealthy relationship with food, binge eating, or like eating unhealthy food or drinks, not exercising, drinking too much alcohol. You may be abusing, buying things like frivolously, things of that nature. I feel like right now it's time for you to let go of those unhealthy habits. Okay, and really tap into your intuition, tap into your creativity power, which allows you to create the things that you want to happen in life. Right now it's about action. Things might be a little bit in limbo at the moment, because I feel like you are trying to figure out life. You are trying to figure out where everything lies. But I feel like there's no need for you to get into your head. There's no need for you to weigh the pros and cons, because I feel like deep down, you already know the answer within you, my Power One. Some of you may seek a higher education as well, so I feel like some of you may decide to go back to study, to pursue like another degree or a master class of some sort. You want to further enhance your education, to learn about something that you genuinely feel passionate about. So I feel like Pile 1, some of you may be passionate, about a certain project. Maybe you want to create something, create your own product, to bring it out into the world. And I feel like, yes, Spirit is, your higher self is encouraging you to do that. They see the potential within you. And I feel like they're asking you to go for it. Whatever creation right now you have in mind, Pal 1, that is meant to happen. Please go and learn the skills to make that a reality, because you have the power to make that into reality. Whether it is starting, your own channel, your own platform, creating a new product, you can start learning about those skills. It doesn't need to be, a uni or college. It could just be watching videos to learn about it, or buy a book to learn about certain skills that you may want to enhance on. It could be learning about marketing yourself. It could be learning about creating harmonious relationships. It could be learning about, postage or packaging, if you're starting an online business and posting. Anything of that sort. I feel like your higher self is definitely encouraging you, because they see the potential in you. They see the fire within you. okay, with the Emperor energy, and you can definitely make that happen. You can definitely. And Fool is all about that new beginning, that leap of faith, that you don't need anyone to guide you or to hold hands. In fact, I feel like you're just gonna go and leap and enjoy life, you know. And once you take the first step, you'll find yourself unstoppable, Power One. You'll find so much joy and freedom and ecstasy within the journey of creating, within the journey of presenting yourself into the world. You know, if you're like creative or as a performer, you know, don't be afraid to put yourself out there. Don't be afraid to show the world who you are. Your higher self is definitely cheering you on. And you have so much power and so much light. And in fact, I feel like once you start this journey, people will notice your light because you're very passionate, and you'll gain a lot of following, even though it takes time. But you will get there, Power One. Do not second guess yourself. Do not doubt yourself. Okay, I see some of you may be in the crossroad as well, but I feel like Spirit is asking you, it's time to get a move on. You know what you need to do. You don't have to second guess. You don't need to self-sabotage, okay? You've got the green light from your higher self, and your higher self believes in you. Some of you may want to connect with your higher self through meditation as well, you know, to get some sort of inspiration. But I feel like you are already a creative individual. You have a lot of ideas. Maybe you already like, you know, pop them down on a notebook about all your ideas. And now is the time to make them a reality. Start planning out what steps you need to take. You know, who to contact. What is the first step of setting up your business, or first step of setting up a platform? You know, and you will get there. You've got all the resources. So don't talk yourself down. Ditch all the negative talk and ditch all the negative energies around you, you know. And the things around us can certainly weigh us down. By having too much garbage in our room, by having, you know, buying too many things and clogging up our space, is a burden to our energy, because everything is energy. So your higher self is asking you to clean your space, to clean out that mental space, so that you'll have more energy to focus on your passion, on the things that you genuinely care about and want to create. And I see so much joy in your future. Like, you're going to love this journey. You don't want to get to the finish line too soon. You know, life isn't just about getting to the finish line, Power One. It's about embracing the change and embracing this journey. And right now, this is the perfect moment for you. Your higher self is saying that this change is the catalyst to you fulfilling your dreams, to making your dreams become reality. Now's the time to make the move. Wow, this is so amazing. I'm so happy for you, Pile One. Let's see. Okay, let's get some final messages from your spirit guides. But yeah, I'm loving your reading. I really do. I almost don't want to end this. I can feel the fire within you too, Pile 1. Alright, so any final messages? No, I think that's all. Now, final messages from Spirit. Okay, let's go. We have story of my life. As I tell myself the story of what's happening in my life, I choose to make it the kind of story where even the tough parts have a sort of inner beauty. It's ultimately a happy story where every character, no matter how wicked, is doing their best. And let me tell you, it'll be worth it when I earn that Pulitzer Prize for Best Inner Monologue. That is so great. You are writing your own story right now. And you're definitely doing your best. Your higher self acknowledge that. And they see you. They see you being resilient and persevering. And they really admire you that. Connection. Yes, I'm connected to the multitudes and I can access their support at any time. Even a stranger offers a sense of comfort when they smile at me or make a dumb comment about the weather. Everyone is waiting to connect. All I need to do is open myself up and pay attention. Note to self. Work on witty banter about weather-related stuff. Yeah. Like, for strangers, I understand everyone likes to talk about weather to avoid the awkwardness because no one wants to dive deep about, okay, tell me about the meaning of life, right? Everyone just wants to talk about superficial things, which in your case, I feel like you are transmuting that energy and you're being reborn. And after this period of growth and change, I believe you'll be very turned off by superficial conversations and you really want to get to know someone on a deeper level. You'll be starting to make really meaningful conversations about spirits, about angels, about seeing strange things, about hearing certain comments, and just really get into the meaning of life, of the things happening around you, not just about the dumb weather. Okay? And then we have courage. No one is fearless. No one. But even though I'm not fearless, I am courageous. When fear shows up, I don't run away from it. I use my courage to conquer it. My courage allows me to walk right up to that fear and kick it in the nuts, then quickly hide behind someone bigger until it goes away. Absolutely. I feel like, starting something off is different, Pal 1. And your higher self acknowledge that it's never easy to start something or to face your inner demons. But you are the emperor. And they see you embracing this emperor energy, being courageous, being brave, to stand up for yourself, to face fear head on, to not run away from your internal fear or internal and negative self-talk. And that is a big achievement, Power 1. No one can be fearless, but you have the courage to conquer so much and you have came a long way. Your higher self wants you to know you've already done a great job coming this far. Okay? And last but not least, self-love. Okay. I openly embrace a feeling of self-love, the PG kind. I love myself because I understand myself. I love myself as the most committed partner I will ever have. I show myself love any way that I can, and when I screw up, I remember to be sweet and gentle with myself. If not, I'm gonna make myself sleep on the couch. Got that, self? Absolutely. Make sure you're loving yourself the sweetest way possible. You are your best cheerleader. And it is because we know ourselves so much. All sort of negative self-talk is just meaningless. You know, like it's all about that ego trying to talk down on ourselves. But we know that it is just our ego trying to protect us from getting out of our comfort zone. But let me tell you, pal one, life is about getting out of your comfort zone. Life is about making things happen. And I feel like your higher self is definitely encouraging you to move out of your comfort zone while being protected. Even though you're not in your comfort zone anymore, but you're still being protected. You're still in your safe zone. So don't fret, my pal one, you're being looked after. You're being looked out. And also, I'll be here cheering you on. And I know that you guys will become successful. Alright. I'm loving your reading, pal one. This is so amazing. Best of luck to your future endeavor. So, thank you so much for being here, my lovely pal one. I'm sending you all my love and light. Your likes and subscribe means the absolute world to me. And keep rocking the world like a star. I believe in you. So, until next time. Ciao! Hey there, pal two. If you chose the Sunstone and the Lucid Dreams Tarot deck, this is going to be your reading. I'm going to pop your tarot deck aside, because we're going to start with the Oracle cards to get to know what your future self, not future self, higher self, want to tell you. What does your higher self want to tell you, pile two? Okay, we're going to get the high perspective on your current situation first. So, what is my pile 2 currently going through? Pile 2's higher self. What is my pile 2 currently going through? We have Cancer immersed, and then we have the throat chakra. Number 14. 414. Cancer immerse. What's my pile 2 going through, please? Pile 2's higher self. Let's see. What do they want to tell you about what you're going through currently? Oh, Archangel Raphael. Raphael. Milk and honey, 51. The sweetness. Anything else? Some sort of water energy as well. You could have water placements, but man holding a heart, and then we have journey. I did pick up a little bit of travel energy before. Okay, that's pretty nice. It is kind of like a sweet energy. But yeah. Maybe you're traveling to see somebody. Awakening. Tell me about something else. Anything else? Oh, we have 2 cards. We have trust and niggle. What is the niggling feeling? trying to tell you. There's something within you that is trying to tell you something. And then we have yes. Just say yes. I was thinking about number 2. Something about this relationship you're not sure of, but Spirit literally just gave you an answer right here. Just say yes. My God. Okay. Because I see your energy as having a lot of sweetness in your life, milk and honey. We have rainbow and then Raphael here guarding your heart. And Cancer talks about the homey energy, about the family, about you being in your comfort zone. And then the fact that we have the earth here, I do feel like you and your future partner, or in your case right now, I do feel like it's definitely your future partner. If you're in a relationship already, well, that's your current partner. If you're single, we're talking about your future partner. Whichever the case it may be, you and your partner, okay, may come from different places from the planet. I'm talking about like different cultural background. It's not like you have to travel like abroad to see them, even though you could be. But I do feel like no matter the distance, like the physical distance does not stop you from seeing each other, does not stop this relationship from blossoming. I see some of you may be receiving a love offer. Some of you may already be received it. Some of you are receiving it. But yeah, I feel like right now you're just in such high vibe. You're just in such high vibe. But then I feel like that's a part of you that says, no, you're not good enough for this offer, or like that's a part of you that's trying to shut you down. Maybe it's your childhood wounds. Maybe it was your past relationship or your past experience, which didn't end in a very good way, and then your ego is sort of talking you out of this offer because of something that may have happened to you in the past that didn't end well, but that wasn't meant to happen, you know. That had to happen because, you know, you get to find a new person, you get to grow. And I feel like don't let this inner voice control you. You know, this ego might be trying to protect itself, stops you from, you know, getting out of your comfort zone, or stops you from being potentially hurt. That's why you're all geared up with the Cancer energy. I feel like some of you may have tried to block this person out and not speak to them maybe. But then I see there's so much happiness in this dynamic. And this person is really genuine. Well, he's wearing his heart on his sleeve, or like, you know, in his palm of his hands, you know. There's something genuine here going on, but that's a part of you that's sort of like, oh, I'm not sure. It's like, I'm still pretty, you know, hurt from my past relationship, that kind of thing. And I feel like your higher self is asking you to trust, is asking you to just say yes. This is so literal. I love this card. This is so literal. Like, what other sign can you ask for, pal 2? I can't think of any more obvious answer than this. Like, yes, because you deserve it, pal 2. Whatever this offer is coming towards you, Your higher self wants you to know you absolutely earned it. You don't have to doubt yourself. You don't have to second guess yourself. You've worked hard and you definitely earned it. And now it's time to open your throat chakra. Now it's time to acknowledge, the situation and speak your truth, You're even invited to talk to this person about your past or talk about why you're feeling insecure. Like, why are you feeling the way you are? Why are you feeling hesitant? Because I feel like this person's going to be so understanding of you. And whatever you tell them, they can really feel you. They can really sympathize and empathize with you. And I feel like maybe they have gone through something very similar to you as well, but they're not afraid. They're not afraid to believe in love again. They're not afraid to make the offer again. And they believe there's sweetness in life. They believe that they can conquer it no matter the distance, no matter the challenge it may be. I feel like they can conquer it, and your higher self is asking you to believe in magic, believe in your manifestation, because you definitely manifested it. You definitely manifest the sweetness. Some of y'all could be very close to your archangel or your angel guides, and your angel guides been seeing how you grow, seeing how you come from a place of loneliness, a place of, abandonment, to, now, today, this new you that is emerging, a new you that is emerging inside of you, that is beginning to trust life, that is beginning to have faith again. You don't have to live in the past. You don't have to relive the past trauma in that black and white sort of memory, You can come out of your shell now. Like, the past is only holding you back. There's no point in thinking about the past of what could have, would have, should have. Because those past experiences serve as a lesson for us to grow and develop and emerge, into a new version of ourselves. It's very funny. We have 3 people here, and then we have 3 people here as well. But just look at the transition of the colors. You come from this black and white thinking into full-blown, colorful, illuminescent light. That you're letting go of your inner light, and you're not afraid to shine your inner light. And I feel like your higher self is seeing that change in you right now. That you're emerging from a period of darkness into something more beautiful, stable, that's gonna serve your highest good. And there's an emphasis here too, I believe, like with Trust and Eagle, and then I've got number 2, which reminds me of the High Priestess. I feel like you guys need to tap into your intuition, and I feel like a lot of you guys are indeed intuitive. And your spirit guides are trying to send you messages. That's why you need to go within to look for answers. You already know what you should do in regards to this situation. There's no point in second guessing yourself. And they see you opening up yourself and embracing the future. You know, the rainbow. It signifies abundance and joy and just, you know, a lot of blessing coming your way too. Like, this is such a lovely reading, pal, too, and I'm really happy for you. If you haven't received the offer yet, just know that you will very soon, because you are already in this energy upgrade. You're already manifesting it. You're already living in this sweet energy, and once you act as if, things will become a reality. You know, thoughts become things, right? And once you act as if, things will actually emerge for you. Once you believe in love, in joy, in the blessings of life, once you're no longer looking at life in that black and white sense, you realize there's actually so much color in life, that you can get what you want. Life isn't supposed to be hard. It's a lot of humans that, you know, puts us into thinking that life is hard, it's a struggle, it's a bitch, it's you know, it's all the social media, that kind of thing, that advocates, oh, life is so hard, it's so difficult, I can never get the things I want. You're supposed to work so hard for, you know, a percentage of things you want. You're supposed to prove yourself. And yeah, your higher self is just telling you that is BS. Throw that out the window. We don't need that here. Life is about manifesting and trusting and believing. And in your case, you never stopped believing it. Maybe at times you feel like you doubt yourself a little. You feel like, oh, maybe it's not going to come true. But in the grand scheme of things, you have persevered, pal, too. You have came a long way, and you have really been communicating with your guides and angels and really marching forward fearlessly and courageously, you know, and I'm so proud of you, and your guides are so proud of you. Your higher self is so proud of you, of the journey that you've took. It wasn't easy at all, and it was all by yourself. Well, not by yourself, like your guides are with you, but in the physical realm, you may be by yourself, carrying all those luggages, you know, with no one around you. But you're still carrying this lantern of your inner light. I love it. Your light shines through so bright, so brightly. And now it's like almost time for you to like feast and enjoy, you know, the harvest season, right? Oh, this is so lovely. Wow. Like, I feel like this is already the part that we talk about the messages. But no, I want to get into tarot and see what advice do they have for you as well, and whether there's any further messages to elaborate on the situation. So I'm so happy for you, like pile 2. This is such a wonderful reading. Spirit, can you tell me any more advice you have for my pile number 2 for our magnificent, beautiful pile number 2? What? No, that's too many cards. Oh no, that's not too many. Sorry. Wow. Okay. I'm speechless. Back of the deck, Queen of Swords. We have the Moon. We have Three of Pentacles. We have the Nine of Pentacles reverse. Three of Swords and the Lovers came out together. This is... oh my god. Your higher self is getting me emotional. Pile 2, pile 2. I'm so happy for you. Like, this is so wonderful. Again, the moon here signifies that it has been a long journey, that you don't know where you're going. You persevered. And I feel like Spirit is sending you people to help you out, to collaborate as well. We see the Three of Pentacles. And I feel like whenever you don't know where you're going, turn to your friends. Turn to your peers. I feel like sometimes we feel alone in this world, but don't forget, there are so many of us that feels the exact same way. There are so many of us that feels confused, alone, I don't know, single, if you're single, like, you know, having difficulty with life and just, you know, struggling in general. And we feel like we have to face it alone, but sometimes we forget that everyone is dealing with the same shit, like the same life itself. So I feel like by reconnecting with your friends or reconnecting with someone you are close with, it really paints a bigger picture for you, and you'll realize that you're actually not alone. A lot of people are going through the same kind of thing, you know. It's just it is just life itself. And sometimes I believe you're a little bit guarded, a little bit like with the Queen of Swords energy. You want to be independent, you know. You don't want to depend or rely on anybody, because you know that you are the only person you can rely on in this lifetime. And I love that for you. Because of your energy, you're attracting someone who reflects the same way as you do. We have the Lovers at the end of the reading here. And before the Lovers, we have the Three of Swords. So I see a lot of you. Yes, you have to go through that heartbreak. Your higher self is acknowledging that it was an uncomfortable experience, an uncomfortable situation for you. A lot of us, I think like 90% of us, have to go through some sort of heartbreak or breakup in our life. Like, no one leaves this earth unscathed unless you're like a miscarriage. Like, unless you never get to see the daylight. Like, no one gets out of here unscathed. We all have to go through some sort of pain, a degree of loss, of sorrow and grief. And it is natural, you know, for humans to experience this kind of emotion. But then this kind of emotion makes us stronger. By going through those sad and, you know, grief and negative experiences, we learn to cherish the ones that we love. We learn to really see the light of others. that we're in love. This is you, like finding your partner, having that ultimate unconditional love, and I really love it for you, Pile 2. You absolutely deserve it. Oh my gosh. So beautiful. Okay, let's see what else, Spirit. I do feel like there's some more messages. This is almost like a flawless reading. It's like you've been through it. It's not like you were born blessed, Pile 2. I just wanted to say, like, I feel like there may be people around you who are envious of you, jealous of you even. They may think that you're born like with a silver spoon, or like, oh, you're just lucky or blessed. You know, you have better, I don't know, parents, better job, better lovers. But a lot of people don't see the effort behind the scenes, right? And the pain that you have to go through. They just see the glorious and glamorous side of you. And they don't know how much BS you have to cut through to get to this place. You know, how much pain you have to go through for you to realize that you have to trust yourself first and foremost before attracting a partner into your life. You have to learn to go through shitholes in order to come into your own power, to be strong. And okay, I feel like spirits also wanted to tell you that while they applaud you for being too strong, don't be too hard on yourself, Pile 2. I feel like sometimes you may be trying too hard to prove yourself, prove that you're worthy, or prove that you are financially abundant. You may overwork yourself. You may sort of like, you know, spend too much time on working, spend too much time on like making the money, you know, on the achievements. Well, that is really amazing. I feel like you have to let go sometimes, you know, to allow people to come to your aid, to help you. And the fact that, you know, Spirit is sending you this lover to help you, or this partnership to help share your burden, because you have been carrying this burden for quite some time already. And now your higher self is saying that you can finally let go because you have learned your lesson. You can finally let go and trust that someone will catch you when you fall. Having that trust. You do not have to be so strong. You don't have to do everything yourself. Know that you have a community. Know that you have people that you can rely on. Now that you have so many people, you know, wanting to support you because they see your power. They see how strong you are. They see how confident you are. And they see, you know, you've gone a long way. You've come a long way. This is such an amazing read. Oh my god, Pile 3, that's so amazing. Okay, let's get some final messages from your higher self. Final messages for my Pile 2, please, Spirit. I want some final messages for my Pile 2, Spirit. No, that wasn't it. Okay, sure. Anything else? That's enough. Okay. Yeah, we talked about strength, didn't we? We talked about how strong you are. Strength. You are hereby declared a strong, resilient warrior of heroic proportions. Enjoy your battles, whatever they are, because you're guaranteed to come through them stronger, brighter, and more compassionate. And based on what I know of mythology, probably with great hair and a six-pack, as a warrior you are. Your spirit, your highest self wants you to know that they acknowledge your strength. But you don't have to be so strong anymore. Because now you've got people that you can count on. Your loved ones are swearing to protect you. And follow your heart. I'm always rewarded when I follow my heart. I trust that the GPS in my heart knows all the best routes. And when it seems like it's taking too long to get where I want, I know that's because that's something cool, weird stuff to see along the way. Yes, your heart is gonna lead you to the right moment. Right time, right place. And your heart ultimately leads you to this person. It may take a while for you to get there, but you eventually got there, pal, too. And your high self is really proud of you. Of all the detours you may have to go through. It's like there may be a lot of detours along the way, but I feel like you're finally getting there. You're finally getting to where you want to go. And you can finally see the light at the end of the tunnel here. After a long, excruciating ride. So yeah, trust your heart. Okay, and we have friendliness. Whenever I smile, I make someone's day better. What a cool way to buy happiness for free. Today I will remember what an awesome power I hold, and I will take joy in improving lives simply by giving away grins like crazy. Note, in a pinch, money will also work. But yeah, smiling and spreading that joy and happiness. Because of how abundant you are, pal, too, I feel like with you spreading out that joy and smile and just being generous, towards your friends, towards your loved ones, could be money, could be joy, laughter, anything, joy can be spread like a wildfire. Like the more you embrace this high vibration, the more you attract towards you. So don't be afraid to give out your energy sometimes to the people that deserve it, or to the people that matters. Obviously, we're talking about the people around you who uplifts you, who are genuinely there for you, not people who are like fake friends or like who doesn't have your best interest at heart. We want to make sure we're giving out our energy, our generosity, our smile and joy towards someone who genuinely cares about us, right? Yeah, I think that's it. This is such an amazing read, part 2. I really loved your reading, so I hope you've enjoyed your reading. Your likes and subscribes mean the absolute world to me. And I'm sending you all my love and light. You guys deserve it. Now keep rocking the world like a star. I believe in you. Until next time, guys. Ciao. Hey there, pal 3. If you chose the selenite crystal in the Star Child Tarot, this is gonna be your reading. Just gonna pop the tarot aside to start with the oracle cards, just to get a higher perspective on what you're currently dealing with from your higher self's perspective. So for my pile number 3, Spirit, what are they dealing with at the moment from their higher self's perspective? We have Scorpio, investigate. Number 8. Also talks about the 8th house energy. Okay. Leap of faith. We have number 11 here. Very interesting. Leap of faith. And this butterfly as well, transforming and transmuting. All right. Tell us more about what my pile 3 is dealing with, Spirit. From their higher self's perspective. My pile 3's higher self. How are you viewing the situation that pile 3 is dealing with? I love how it's got a little like eye, or like little, you know, all-seeing eye within, yeah, the energy here. It's like your higher self is seeing your every move. They're like, I know what my pile 3 is up to. And I'm protecting my pile 3. Archangel Michael. The color reminds me of third chakra as well. So some of you may be learning to open up your third chakra a little bit more, to speak your truth. With the Scorpio here, I do feel like there is something you like to find out. Tell me more about the pile 3 situation. Wow. Okay, interesting. A leg up, and then we have co-create. So, could be something to do with the partnership, co-create. A friendship, a relationship, a partnership. Something of that nature. Yeah, or even like a mentorship. I see you starting something with someone, something you're very passionate about, and you want to be brave enough. Okay, we have storm warning. Okay. Right, so there's something underneath the surface here. Whatever you're doing. Okay. Right. Tell me more about pile 3's energy. Okay. We have inner temple, we have mirror. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move this down here. So we can sort of see everything in a better view. A lot of symmetry going on here too. I do feel like you're coming together with somebody, either as a creation, either as a creative project or either yeah, I do feel like there's something going on here. So it could either be somebody coming into your space asking to work with you, to cooperate with you, but then there's this underlying current that keeps catching my attention here. This underlying current that this person wants you to help them up somehow. They see your success, they see your power, and they sort of want to, you know, they want some of that success. They want to know your secret. And I see them sort of mirroring your energy here. They're trying to copy what you're doing. They're trying to co-create and try to mimic your success or mimic something that you're doing. That's why you're in this investigation mode. That's why you feel like you want to find out what this person is all about, because this person might seem to be very interested in your life or very interested in you. But then deep down, I feel like they have ulterior motives, and I feel like they want something from you. They want to create something that you are creating, or then maybe something else that they want to do in terms of climbing their own ladder, or yeah. I see your angels and your higher selves. They're encouraging you to be brave and to protect your energy, because I feel like this person definitely is up to something right now. It's not something as nefarious as it sounds, but it may cause some sort of chaos in your life. They may want to cause some sort of chaos in your life. They could be jealous of what you have, or they could be jealous of your position. They could be jealous of your achievements, your relationships, whatever it is. And I feel like you know this person is up to something as well deep down. And your spirits are protecting you, asking you to summon your inner strength. You know, it may seem like everything is very calm at the moment, but I feel like there's an undercurrent here. There's like a storm approaching. And you need to investigate. You need to look into what is going on beneath the surface. You know, are they talking behind your back? Is this person kind of want to stifle your success? Interesting. Yeah. Deep down, you know the answer. Deep down, when you tune into your authentic self, that's when you're the most protected. You don't have to worry about the external experiences. Because when you're in your power, when you're in absolute most authentic self, no negative energy can harm you. So right now, I see you guys going within and looking into yourself, as well, like illuminating your insecurities as well. Because I feel like this person may, make you second guess yourself, may want you to like take a good look at yourself, and they may trigger some of your insecurities within you. And I feel like, yeah, this is what you need to go through right now. The self-doubt, the self-sabotage maybe. You're going within to find out what is triggering you. You're going within yourself to find what genuine relationships, what genuine people feels like. And if this person feels like they have some ulterior motive, if this person feels like, they're not up to no good, then they're what am I trying to say? This person is up to no good, then it is time to cut the ties. It is time to get the hell out of here. Because right now I feel like you're still doubting the situation. You're still trying to work out whether or not this is something that is achievable and feasible for you. Creating something or starting something with this person, or even, giving them a hand, lending them a hand and helping them in, I don't know, whatever project they're involved with. But I feel like once you find out that they're up to no good, it may be your job to protect yourself. Yeah, it's your job to protect yourself, to speak up. There's ringing in my left ear right now. So your higher self definitely wants you to stand for yourself and speak up and protect yourself. The truth is right within you. We see a lot of symbolism about going within to find the answers. Of course we always want answers externally. Of course we always want answer to be given to us. It's like, why do we want to go to doctors if we know what answers to our health problem is, right? But sometimes your doctor don't even know what they're dealing with. There's still so many undiagnosed patients out there. And there's still so many diseases that goes unknown, that is not being investigated or treated. Like, humans don't know everything. That is why we have to go within to find answers. And we have to trust in our own power. There may be a temptation to partner up with someone or create something together at this moment in time. But I feel like your higher self is giving you a little warning here. It is time to go within and trust your gut feeling. Is there a niggling feeling within you that makes you question the situation, that makes you question this person coming in? If so, it is time to elaborate on it and investigate. Because we don't feel that energies, for no reason. There has to be something going on. Whether it's this person's gesture or their body language. Or it's just that you're very sensitive to the energy, that you picked up their negative energy towards you. The underlying hostility or jealousy. So definitely your higher self is asking you to, like, even in this card, it's spiraling within. So I do feel like there's something about looking within yourself, your really deep feelings about this person, about this situation. Maybe take a break or take 10 minutes, for example, to really meditate on the situation, to really ask your higher self to show you the answers. Because we're all connected to our higher self. So if your higher self is, seeing this whole picture, then it is now time to go within, to really see from this higher perspective, Okay, let's see what else your higher self is trying to tell us here about your current situation. 3 and 4, yeah. There's definitely something about a partnership, about something coming together. But then there's this niggling feeling within you. There's just something that you're not seeing at the moment that you need to find out, that you need to investigate. So I guess we need to get into tarot to find out what exactly this is in regards to your situation, so that we can get some advice from your higher self directly to you in regards to your situation. So please, for my pile 3, what advice do you have for my pile 3 spirit from their higher self? What advice do you have for my pile 3? I think I wanted to go this way. Wow, the Tower, King of Cups. And then this Chariot is sort of like reverse. And this Star, there's a lot of major arcana here as well, pile 3, so Queen of Swords. Okay, I think that's enough. Yeah, okay. Let's start with these ones. So pile number 3. What is your higher self's advice to you? Wow, yeah. This collaboration could be related to your finance. Pile 3. Could be finance. Could be a relationship as well, but let's have a look. Because we do have the King of Cups here. So I do feel like you need to weigh the pros and cons of the situation. And with the Tower in reverse, usually the Tower card reversed for me, it's about an internal turmoil that is going on within you. If the Tower is about external changes and chaos, the Tower reverse talks about your inward changes, the awakening. it's like you're running from a situation, but you're looking back. And you almost feel like, did I do the right thing running away from the situation? And then it causes a lot of chaotic thoughts to happen in your mind. And I feel like right now your higher self is asking you to embrace the King of Cups energy, to balance your emotional state, because right now I feel like this situation may be making you feeling like an emotional roller coaster. You can be going through high highs and low lows because of this situation or this person. So there's definitely this sense of grounding yourself and grounding your emotions and making sure you're seeing the situation objectively. You know, when we humans, when we're in the middle of a situation, we're never objective. We're always so engulfed in our emotions. We're always like led by our emotions. So I feel like your higher self is asking you to take yourself out of the equation, to think of this as if your friend is going through the same situation as you are. Take the higher perspective. If your friend is going through the situation, or this person, what would you do? What would you tell them? There's a lot of balancing here. Yeah, so definitely something about not being emotionally attached to the situation or to the person. Because once we're emotionally attached to something, we cannot see the full picture anymore. It's like we only see the bright side of things. We only see the good in the person, or we only see the good in the situation. And I feel like you can tell if something is not moving forward with your intuition, right? Let's say if this person comes in or this situation arises, but then nothing is moving. There's no momentum going on. There's no progression. You feel like you're being stuck. You feel like you're in a limbo, or you feel like you're being bogged down. You're no longer developing or growing, evolving. If you feel like you're not moving forward, then that's a telltale sign of something is not right here. That you need to move on, that you need to heal. The star is about recovery. It's about knowing your worth. It's about no matter what happens outside of you, you still shine bright like the star. Because you know you're the supernova. You know you're the star, my power 3. You've got star qualities. So yeah, take the time to go within. I see you guys really looking at this picture thoroughly so that you know what to do. of course, your higher self is not gonna force you to make any sort of decision, right? The decision's gonna be ultimately in your hands, Pile 3. But they're just relaying that deep down, you know what is right for you and what is not right for you. And you understand. There's some sort of distraction going on here. My apologies. Alright, coming back. So, with the Queen of Swords here, I see that you're making a decision quite swiftly. Once you know what is good for you and what's not good for you, you have the swords in your hands and you're making a decision. You know, either to speak up about it, either to speak your truth, to communicate with this person in regards to this situation, and laying clear boundaries about what you want, and if they cannot meet your expectations, then there's no point in moving on with this situation. Because ultimately, you're the star. You have to give to yourself. Of course, I see you pouring a lot of energies into the situation with the star. Aquarius energy, you know, pouring a lot of your emotions, pouring a lot of love into this situation. But I feel like this is like a Two of Swords here, making a decision and communicating, speaking your truth, and not afraid if the person says no, or not afraid to walk away from a situation if someone's not serving your highest good. This is your higher self telling you that you have the power to cut out the BS out of your life. So you won't perpetuate a cycle. So you won't be left out in the cold. Because you know your worth. You know what you're capable of. If this person is leading you to somewhere dark, towards somewhere that is not fulfilling for you, it's probably not gonna be the right person in your life, whoever this person may be, right? Alright, now let's see. We'll get some final messages from your spirit. Hopefully this was helpful. But I see your higher self really encouraging you to make the decision once you have made up your mind, once you have your emotions in check. Don't make any decisions when you're feeling emotional, my Power 3. Go and meditate. Go and do something to relax your mind. And once you feel like you're in this peace and harmony state of mind, then you can make that decision whether to move on or whether to stay. Alright, so messages from my Pile 3's higher self. What messages does my Pile 3's higher self have for Pile 3's higher self? Pile 3's higher self. Any more? One more. Perfect. So we have confidence. In this moment, I take a step back and look at myself with the pride of a good mother. I see an abundance of abilities and talents that show up all the time in big and little ways. If I could stick myself on a refrigerator, I would. I would invite all the neighbors over and say, "Look at that. Can you believe what an A+ that is?" Yeah, this is your time to shine. Confidence. And don't be afraid to put yourself out there as well, because you are the star. We have patience. Congratulations, you've been granted more patience. You may start using it right away or much, much later. Waiting a long time is this sort of option now afforded to you by greater patience. Can you believe it? Look at this. You're still reading and you haven't started getting annoyed yet. Imagine how this patience will transform your life. Imagine how easy it will be to go to the post office. By being patient with yourself, by being patient with the situation, I feel like you will gain better insights and you will know exactly what to do about this. Pile 3. We have clarity. Stopping to listen to my inner self, I can easily separate my intuition from my mental chatter. The clarity of my intuition is a sweet, simple fruit that tastes familiar, and the mental chatter is confusing, bitter rind that I shall peel off and chuck into the garbage or compost heap if your mental chatter happens to be organic. Yes, I feel like this is a very, very important message to you guys, Power 3. You have to be very discerning when it comes to your inner voice. Be discerning about when your intuition, when your inner self is talking to you versus your ego, your mind that is talking to you. When your intuition is talking to you, you would feel loved. You would feel hopeful. You would feel warmth. When your mental chatter or your ego is talking, it is not very pleasant. It does not feel right. It makes you feel like you're unworthy. And your higher self, your intuition, will never make you feel unworthy of yourself. So make sure you practice discernment when it comes to listening to your own inner voice, which is the highlight of this reading, basically. Alright, so last but not least, worthiness. Yeah, I am worthy of the ultimate happiness. I deserve and accept it. And damn it, I'm not going to feel guilty about it when I get it. Guilt is not invited to my happiness party. I won't even tell him where it is. If he asks about it, I'll be like, "No, I think you're thinking of something else." And then I'll run away very quickly. Absolutely. You don't have to feel guilty about anything, ever. Because you are worthy. Pile 3, you are worthy. Don't feel guilty to turn people down if you have to. This is such lovely messages from your higher self. I love it. Well, I really hope you listen to your higher self and also practice listening to your intuition and your inner voice. I feel like that's very important to you, okay? I sound like a broken record now. So yes, thank you so much for being here, Power 3. And I really hope you enjoyed your reading. Your likes and subscribes mean the absolute world to me, and I'm sending you all my love and light. Keep rocking the world like a star, and I believe in you. So until next time, guys. Ciao.